Good clap this time, I think. Gillingham and Northampton town fans, I would like to invite you to the League 1 and 2 Discord server where you can join a growing League 1 and 2 Discord community. If you would like to see something else I do a podcast called Gaps in Knowledge, where we talk about geography and history. The link to that is also in the description. And if you'd like to support the channel, you can do so through Buy Me a Coffee. The link to that is in the description. And if you do donate and leave a message, I will read it out in the next video. Welcome to German Gills. Gillingham are back in action at home this afternoon against a strong Northampton town. Your German Gills show will bring your live match reaction today from your host, Wright. Northampton came back from 2 goals down the last time we met in front of an empty Priestfield Stadium. Adam Wesgate will be our live match report today at Priestfield Stadium to see if the Gills can keep their bounce going from Brentford on Tuesday. Schön, dass du da bist und los geht's, Gills! Welcome to the German Gills show as Gillingham take on Northampton Town this afternoon here at Priestfield Stadium. Gills come off the back of a really famous win at Brentford during the week in the Carabao Cup, so hopefully we can use that bounce to propel us into this fixture and hopefully get a win today. I'm going to be your host, Reese, to take you through every step of today's game. Thank you very much for stopping by, and any Northampton Town fans here as well, thank you very much for watching as well. And if you would like to follow our socials, we're on Twitter, of course, which is on Deutsche Gills, and we are also on Instagram, which is German Gills. If you would like to go straight to the live match reaction, use the chat box at the bottom of the video to navigate around. So let's have a look at what happened the last time we played Northampton Town. The Gills were 2-0 up in that game, but threw it away as Northampton managed to get back to 2-0. I have a feeling, actually, that was also the season they were relegated. We were not relegated that season. It was just as the pandemic was starting to take place, unfortunately, as you can see, was played in front of an empty Priestfield Stadium. But hopefully today we can use the bounce we got at Brentford, by the way, which was an absolutely fantastic victory. I was listening to it on the radio. I couldn't watch it live, unfortunately, but an absolute fantastic win. And we've got Wolves away now in the next round. But I just have to say, I am really jealous of all of the 2,000 or so fans that made their way up to Brentford to watch the game. I really wish I was there to experience that, and I'm sure when we speak to Adam next, he'll have something to say about it. So we're going to go live over to Priestfield Stadium now to join Adam Wesgate. So Adam, it was a big result on Tuesday night. How did you feel about that one?
Well, yes, indeed. What a big result that was on Tuesday night, but probably more poignantly, what an unexpected result it was, especially considering when you have one shot. Although you could argue that our strike force is lethal. 1 shot, 1 goal, or 1 man drawn head, 1 goal. No, it was a massive result, and the penalties were just, it's incredible to watch such composed penalties from a team that struggled to score. I would say I enjoyed the penalties, but that might be a bit of a lie. But no, it was I can't even put into words how it was. I'm shocked and elated.
And can that Tuesday result be a turning point in our season?
And I don't know if it could be a turning point, simply because Harris has given interviews saying about how bleak things are at the moment, and quite, as my dad pointed out, sometimes teams get distracted on cup runs. Hopefully we don't. But we are still where we are no matter what happened on Tuesday, and it's exciting about Wolves. It's exciting that we've got to the first time in the 4th round for 26 years. So I think it could be a turning point in terms of the fans being a tad more patient, although I think most fans are pretty patient. But obviously Neil Harris has now sort of, let it out of the bag that there is some sort of investment coming, or close. I mean, it's not official till it's official, but that would be the real turning point in the season if we could get that in before January to try and get some extra players in, which he's desperately making out he needs.
And what do you think we need to bring from Tuesday's game into this game?
All I would say in regards to Tuesday to today is simply just keep the pressing going, keep the enthusiasm going, keep the confidence up that they must have gained from it. Northampton's going to be a tough game. They're third in the league, I think, and if not, they're very close to the top. So I would normally say even a point isn't a bad result today. So it is quite a tough game.
And finally, I have to ask you, what do you think the score will be this afternoon against Northampton?
And in regards to the score, I'm going to go for 2-1 Gillingham, just to be optimistic. I actually wouldn't be disappointed with the draw today, even after Tuesday, because of where Northampton are. Just keep it going, but I'd like to see us score. I'd prefer a score draw to a 0-0 draw. Obviously, though, I'd like a win, but we'll see what happens.
Let's head over to Priestfield Stadium for today's live match reaction. Wesgate's Gills. So about to get underway at Priestfield Stadium, and off of the back of Brentford, and hopefully this is what the turning point is. I know Adam alluded to the fact we could be under a takeover. That's still rumours, though, we need to remember. But if we can get ahead here and somehow get something from this game, that'll be great. And we switch inside as well. We're facing the Rainmen for the first half. Not our favourite, but let's see how it goes. It's a great ball over the top here. Northampton on the attack in the first half. Fantastic back heel to the right-hand side. It goes across the face goal. Good save by Morris and cleared away by Gills in the head. Really good work by Northampton to create the first chance of the game within the first minute as well. And showing their skill and their class. And that's why they're third. They're coming to attack with intent. And it was a good build-up play, but a decent save by Morris. You'd expect him to save it nonetheless. But still good work by Northampton to put the first attack of this game at Priestfield this afternoon. Gills have picked up the ball again, and Elkan shoots from distance, and it just goes wide, and it's the first attack of this Gills half so far with any note. Northampton now coming to switch to play. They're going to his left-hand side. It's a good ball over the top. This could be dangerous. Gills don't clear their lines. It's a shot, and it's a save or a block, and I couldn't quite see. But Gills made it really easy for Northampton defence. They still keep the ball alive at the moment, but Gills, you know what? Northampton have the best chance of the game. That's their third shot on target, and they're only about 18 minutes into this game. So Northampton are the team most likely to score at the moment. It's a really poor pass by Wright, and Northampton have a great chance here to get ahead as they go down the centre. What a finish that is, and Wright will have to take all credit for that goal for Northampton. It's a really poor pass by Wright. It was taken up by Northampton, and he's found the top left-hand corner, and there's no other word for it apart from that. Unfortunately, is 100% Wright's fault. And, you know, it's a good finish in the top left-hand corner, but I can't say anything else on that. And Wright needs to take full responsibility of his mistake. He's made a great few assists this season, but unfortunately, he's given one to Northampton as they lead at Priestfield's 1-0 just after the 27th minute. So Northampton got the ball on this right-hand side. Getting a ball into the cross. There's a good head towards goal. This could be a second if Northampton gets across the face of goal. And it's across the face. My goodness me. It was hard to keep up with that one, but the ball is eventually cleared away by Gills. As Northampton looking to recycle it back into the box to get double their lead. Not just long after they've scored, it goes to the right-hand side, and it's a shot on goal, and it's just gone wide. And Northampton again nearly doubling their lead just before half an hour in this game. Northampton coming down this left-hand side. He's beating his man in Baggott. This could be a second for Northampton, and it's just gone wide. And Northampton arguably should have gone and doubled their advantage there. Baggott was absolutely beat on that left-hand side for Gills' perspective. And really, I think that's another good chance that Northampton haven't managed to convert. The pace of the right winger there just to get past Baggott, easily done. Baggott hasn't got the pace to make that and lost his man, but luckily didn't find the back. I think Gills to double the lead for Northampton. Still 1-0 Northampton down. So Gills have got a free kick, centre of the pitch. Last play of the game, no doubt. It's going to float into the box. Can we equalise? It's headed straight back out and cleared away by Northampton. And that is half-time. So as it currently stands, it's Gillingham 0, Northampton Town 1. And on the line, we have Adam Wesgate.
Good afternoon.
So what do you make of this game so far, Adam?
Well, it's been a bit of a tale of sort of the half, hasn't it? Because we've had some good spells. On the one hand, I think we're a little bit unlucky to be behind, but on the other hand, Northampton are good, took their chance. It was a well-taken goal. We probably should have defended it better, but that's what happens when you play somebody around third place. Probably so far the best team I've seen.
Yeah, I think I agree with you, but unfortunately the goal came from a Will Wright error, and it was one of those assists that you don't want to get to your name. But do you think Gills have an opportunity to get back in the second half of this match?
Only if we change it. I mean, a 1-0 you're always in with the shout, and that's sort of been my hope going further into the season after January, is that we never actually get beaten by much and we get beaten. So if we scored a few, we'd have way more points. But we're still in it. It's 1-0. If we do change things up, and I'd like to see McDonald come on, I think, again, same thing we've been saying all season. We're struggling up front, although I would like to point out, I think Mandron's carried on his better form from Tuesday, and I think his link-up play has been immeasurably better compared to the last league game. So, yeah, I would change things. Elkan's tried to do things, not really coming off for him, making him a bit longer, but I really fear with Green because he's a trier. I like him, but aside from the fact they keep trying to chip the ball to a short player, it's also the fact that I'm just not convinced compared to a McDonald that it's, I'd rather see someone like McDonald come on, possibly Kashket.
Well, I think I agree with you. I think a lot of players with Mandron has continued their strength, and also I just want to say your 2-1 is still on your prediction. Are you still going to hold on to that?
Yeah. I'm going to hold on to my 2-1. We had a good game obviously on Tuesday. You said you had a ball draw at Duisburg on Saturday. Was it a cup game for Carl?
That was a league game.
Oh, okay, right. So no more cup feeder in Germany. But yeah, no, we've got to take something positive into the cup game on Tuesday. Because don't forget, if you look at the FA Cup, I'm not saying Fylde are easy. I'm not saying Dagenham and Redbridge are easy. But non-league opposition, we've got a reasonably decent run to possibly a third round. So hopefully we can try and get something positive out of today and then progress in the cup.
Absolutely. Well, let's not distract ourselves too much with the cup. We've got a second half to focus on, and we'll catch up at full time, Adam.
All right, see you then.
So we're underway for the second half. Gills need to get something from this. We're not going to score 2, I think, in a game for a while. So at least we need to try and get a point from this. Let's see how it unfolds. So Gills got a ball on this right-hand side with Mandron looking at the ball in the box. A lot of Northampton bodies back at the moment as Gills trying to find a way through. This could be it as it goes into the box on the right-hand side. It's headed away by Northampton. Can Gills recycle it back in to keep the attack alive? It's gone to Green, who's turned his man, and he gets into the box. He's taken the shot, and it's just gone wide. Jordan Green, I mean, that's the most he's done all game so far. He really has been quiet all for the first half, and finally in the second half, he creates something. He could have gone down there, maybe. He didn't know. He beat his man, stayed on his feet, put the ball across the box very quickly. I mean, it's probably going a bit more wider than we can see in this position, but nonetheless, it's much more attacking threat from Gills in the second half and attacking with more intent. Good work by Green, and hopefully there's more to come in the second half. Gills got a bit of momentum coming forward. Kashket is in the onside position. It goes across. Oh my God. I just don't understand why Gills aren't scoring. It's just so... I'm so speechless with this type of play Gills have coming forward. This is why we don't score. Even with golden opportunities where we get a little bit of deflection, a little bit of luck, a good bit of momentum going forward. I don't know what it is. Is it a lack of confidence, lack of skill? I have no idea. Are we surprised the ball could be going to the back of the net? It's a nightmare. Walker should be scoring that, I'm sorry. Still 1-0 Northampton. Northampton coming forward. It's a great pass forward. This could be a chance. It goes across the goal and it's gone in the back of the net. And Northampton have doubled their advantage here. And it is 2-0 to the Cobblers. And Gills, for all the ascendancy they've had in this second half, and they're wasting all the chances that they're creating, of course they're going to get punished. And it is now Gillingham 0, Northampton 2. Really good work by Northampton, actually, taking their chance. It goes across the box. That's how you do it, Gillingham. When the ball comes across the box like that, take your chance, get your foot behind it, and put it in the back of the net. And, of course, Gills have been doing that at all season. So that's why it is Gillingham 0, Northampton 2, and that is 3 points to the Cobblers. And again, a very sorrow story for the Gills back in the league this Saturday. Nothing to say really apart from that. McDonald just whipped that straight back into the box. Can Gills get a header on target? Wow! It's a header on target. My goodness me, Gills have got a shot on target. And do you know what? That's in the highlight reel. Thank goodness for that. It's taken to the 83rd minute for Gills to get their first shot on target. It's an absolute disgrace. It really is. It really is. It's awful. McDonald's going to shoot from distance. That's not a bad shot. It's a shot on target. We've had 2 in 2 minutes. It's unbelievable scenes at Spreesfield as Gillingham managed to get 2 shots on target within a 120 seconds of each other. It's quite incredible, and the keepers had to actually do something to stop it from going to the back of the net. Pandemonium. I mean, it was an absolute, I joke, but it was an absolute wild effort from McDonald from about 40 yards, about 35 yards. Still, it might have gone in the back of the net. It didn't. But, you know, it's 2 shots on target. Gills coming forward, it's crossing to the box, and it's a header just wide. Much better tackling intent from Gills, actually, the last 5 minutes, in fairness. Even though it went wide, it was probably the best chance out of all 3. And it comes in for the right hand side. It's a good ball by Williams, and headed. He just couldn't get in the right direction there, man. John Burt actually was the better chance out of all the 3 with the last few minutes. And that is full time, and we're going to go over to Adam Wesgate, and he'll have the final word for today's game.
Well, yeah, it ended 2-0, and it's a bit of a professional job in the end. So Northampton thoroughly deserved the points. Probably the best team we've seen at Priestfield, but we weren't good at all apart from one spell in the first half. Very lethal in attack, Northampton. Just again countered us. I think they'll do well this year, but maybe top of playoffs, but I do think they can get an automatic place, but I don't think they'll be where Leighton Orient or Stevenage are. As far as Gills go, it's going to be a long slog to January, and I hope we get some investment because everyone's trying. I can't fault that. You see it on the bench, I'm right behind it. I feel sorry for Harris, I feel sorry for the team. I do think they're giving it a go, but it ended 2-0 for a reason, so hopefully onwards and upwards. Let's try and get a positive result in the cup on Tuesday. At least let's try and get that, another cup run, so hopefully we can improve.